Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya, and in this video I wanted to show you how I use the Derwent Graphitint pencils in my coloring books and how it kind of like speeds things up in my opinion for certain things. So I wanted to show you. And basically these are, if you don't know, they are basically tinted graphite. So it's a graphite pencil, like a regular pencil that we used growing up, but with some color in it. And I believe the tint is more of like a watercolorish kind of tint. I don't think it's India ink, but if anybody knows, let me know. I think it's more of a water-soluble kind of pigment with the graphite. So it's just graphite gray with colors. That's basically how it is. This is a new art supply to me. I kind of got some open stock. I got on Black Friday, I got sage and then 3 of the greens. Here they are. 3 greens. There's only 24. So these are the ones that I got, as you can see with the sticker, open stock on Black Friday. And then I started using them just to see if I like them, because I heard about them and then I really, really liked them. So I decided to buy the set. So I'm going to show you. These are the swatches right here. And the colors that I got open stock are, first of all, sage. If you want to try one color open stock, I would do sage, because it's so versatile. This is the most versatile color in my opinion. But, you know, we all like different things, so maybe you would disagree. But anyway, I got the Ivy, Meadow, and Green Gray open stock. And these 4 colors. But so now this is the whole set. And I love that color, Storm. Shadow is an awesome color. Slate green. I mean, I love all the colors. So I'm going to show you how I use them. First of all, here they are. I took them out of the tin and I put them in here with my ink tints, just because they do complement each other. So I'll show you in a minute what I mean. But let me move that out of the way. So let me show you a couple of pages where I used it, and then I'll show you more at the end of the video. But in Romantic Country, the first tale, so right here in the building, I used it, and I'll show you what I mean. I even used it here in the stone. See the stone wall here? Probably used a little bit there too. I don't remember, but let me show you right here in the double page spread. The building, I use sage to kind of it just speeds things up. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. And then here in Night Voyage, I did the paper, the newspaper origami birds. I found that, what color? Green gray. Kind of reminded me of newspaper, kind of like newspaper color. So it was so easy to do these, you wouldn't even believe it. And I'll show you what I mean I'll show you a demonstration. So I just wanted to show you a couple of pages where I used them recently, and then I'll show you more in a second. Okay, we're going to work together in here, and I'll show you how we could do the stones. It'll be 2 different color stones. And let me just bring it up a little so you could see it better. Hang on one second. Okay, so for the purposes of showing you, that's why I picked 2 different colors. So I'm going to do this kind of brick in a warmer, like a brick color. Even though on camera it looks a little more brown, it's actually more reddish in person. So you can just try to use your imagination. So what I'm going to use for the colors that I'm going to use are autumn brown and chestnut, this is a reddish. It's much more reddish in person. Autumn brown and chestnut, which is also much more reddish in person. I don't know why the camera's not picking it up, but okay, so let me just show you. So we'll just take one of the bricks here. And all I'm kind of doing is the outline. See right there? How I'm doing the outline. And for stone, it just speeds it up so much. So I'm just going to do a couple here to show you. And then here is a little bit of a lighter color, the chestnut. I'll do a little bit inside here. And now another thing that you can do is, these are ink tints, so it can complement what you're doing. You don't need it. I'll show you in a separate one. I'll do a different one here. If I wanted it to be darker, like in these, I kind of made it a little darker with a darker ink tints. Like I'll do a little darker on the outside. And I did use a little bit of like a yellowy brown on the inside here. You can try, you know, different combinations, so it complements other pencils too. 1 second, let me get my water pen. So right here, I only used the Graphitint. So let me show you how. So you kind of like activate the outside and go inwards. Uh-oh, my kids. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so right there, that's just the Graphitint. Now, if you, sorry, my camera. And I just took a color. It can be, you can use a grayish, like a warm gray or a warm, whatever you want, honestly. It just depends what kind of stone you want to do. But here, let's say I didn't like it too light inside. I could add a little warmth just with Prisma on top. And you can try a lot of different colors or make a variation. You know what I mean? And then here, with where I did the ink tints along with the Graphitint, just to make it a little darker. And there you go. So look how easy it is to do a, now you're not going to do, you know, you're not going to color and then do with the water right away. You're going to do all the lines and then you'll do with the water. It'll be so fast. You'll finish this brick wall so much faster than if you were doing it with just like Prismacolor or like pencils. You know what I mean? So let me show you also here for this color of the, I'm going to take Sage, the color Sage and Cool Brown for this stone. So let's just let me just show you right here. So all I'm doing is, this is the Cool Brown, and I'm just going on the edge here. And this combination of the Cool Brown and the Sage I used in the other pages, I'll show you. And here's the Sage color. I'm just going to go in a little bit inside. That's it. Take your water brush or your paintbrush with a little water, and it's okay, I went out of the line there, but I'm going to put metallic paint on that anyway. Stone, you're basically just going where the lines are. You're laying down the pencil where the lines are, and then you are, you know, you can just go on where all the lines are. Now in our case, what I did here was just did the stone by itself, but you're just following the lines. You can do all the lines and then just adding inside a little bit more close to the line, and then it does all the blending for you. You lay the pencil down where the shadow is, because the line is basically where the shadow is, and then it does kind of the blending for you. See what I mean? So that's what I kind of wanted to explain, and that's why it makes coloring certain things so easy. You can also do different effects. So right here, I'm going to show you the bushes that we have here, Greenery. And as you can see, the forms are very loose because it's kind of like from far away. It's not very exact. So I'm taking, I forgot to show you, sorry. The slate green, I have ivy and a meadow. So this is a bit of the darker green. And I'm going to take ivy. You see how non-exact it is because you're going to activate it, so it doesn't have to be like perfect. And then the lightest one, this is my favorite color, meadow. I love it. It would be cool to actually do a building in these colors, these meadow colors. I should try one like a building in this color. That'd be cool. Okay, but I just want to show you. It could be greenery. It could be a building. You know the cities where there's lots of different houses in all different colors? Could totally use that for... Okay, let me get my brush. Sorry, where did it go? Here we go. Okay. And we just activate it. So I hope everyone's having a nice new year. We're having cold weather right now where I live, and it's nice because I'm in Southern California, and usually it is like we don't really get a good winter always. Sometimes the winters like are hot, but we got kind of a cooler winter, so I'm really happy because I love sweaters and staying indoors on an overcast day. Okay, so there you go. Look how easy that was. Now you can imagine, let me just pull this page out. You know what, let's do one of the buildings. Let's see, what color should we do? Let's do russet and green gray. Okay, let me show you one of the buildings. Let's do this one. Now what's cool is you can always add, you know, on top if you wanted maybe a lighter Prismacolor to give it more, to make it a little bolder, and, you know. But this will definitely get you going, you know what I mean? Like, it'll make, you know, filling up your buildings so quickly, so quick. Basically, you're starting where the shadow is, and you're going up. You're going to lay down the pencil wherever the shadow is. And then when you activate it with water, it kind of does the blending for you. See what I mean? So I just laid it down wherever the water is. Excuse me. Wherever the shadow is. And then you kind of go up from there, and it does all the blending for you. So that's what I mean. And then it's the same thing with the stone. So this whip that I'm working on in Romantic Country, you can see that I'm using Graphitint right here. And it's the same thing with the stone. The same concept. And you I just do the outline, you know, the outside. You go from the outside in. And that gives the effect of like shadow and stone. And the same thing here with the newspaper. You know, all I kind of did was I just followed the lines. So I did the green gray here on the line, kind of went, and then I just activated it with water. Later on, I went with a little black just to give shading, you know, to kind of sharpen it up. But that's basically how I got that wash of color. So I feel like these pencils are really, really cool for that. Let me show you a couple of other examples. Mythographic Wild Winter. This is a polar bear that I did just basing it with alcohol marker, like a beige kind of alcohol marker base. And then I'll show you, so that has no Graphitint on it. And then here you could see that I did add Graphitint and a little bit of white like marker. But the Graphitint is a perfect for the dirty fur. I don't want to say dirty, but you know, like the polar bear, it's white, but it has a little brown, you know, in the fur. So that is also with Graphitint so quickly. I just did it wherever the shading and then I activated it, you know, just maybe 1 or 2 colors. I think I only used cocoa, maybe a little bit of sage. So that is another example. And let me show you a couple more examples. In Peter Pan, for example, here, the stone building is so quick. I just did it along the lines. Now you can also, let's say you did 1 wash and you want a little bit darker, you can layer the Graphitint. So I added even more. Once I did 1 wash, I added dry or wet, you can add the pencil to make it darker. So that literally took 2 minutes just to do that, the stone, you know. And then here, I'll show you, well, in Winter Wonderland, you know, I was doing like an easy page when I just kind of, when you don't really feel like thinking. I started a whip here of the mountains, and it's with Graphitint. Just do the darker part here. You lay down the pencil in the darker area, and then you just pull up with your water brush up there. You know what I mean? So I'll show you. Okay, I was interrupted. I forgot to say, some of the mountains are Graphitint and some are Inktense. But like right here, I noticed that I didn't activate this one, so I might as well show you here. All I did was kind of color that in with the gray, one of the cool grays or one of the colors. And there you go. Now what's nice is that later on I can go with pencil on top if I want to add more shading and then do something else with the snow. But I definitely would add more shading here and make it darker. But it's a nice kind of wash to kind of get you started on your page. So I wanted to show you that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you give it a shot. Maybe get one of these open stock and try it out. And remember, just lay down the pencil wherever the shadow is, and you just activate it, and it does a lot of the work for you. So even here, as you can see, the picture that they showed here is the type of stuff that you can do with these pencils. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're having a wonderful coloring week and month, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.